Another Day, Another Story. Thirukkural in English, Chapter 1 to 8. Chapter 1, Invocation, Book I Aram, Righteousness. Chapter 1 to 8. 1.A is the first of the alphabet. God is the primary force of the world. 2. What is the use of all your learning, if you can't surrender yourself at the feet of God? 3. Those who surrender themselves at feet of the One, who resides in the flower-like hearts of all, will live long and well. 4. Those who surrender at the feet of the One, who doesn't have wants or hates, will never have any hassles anywhere. 5. Fate, which impacts those in the darkness of ignorance, will not impede those who hail the true glory of God. 6. Those who follow the true moral path of the One, who has doused the desires of the five senses, will last long. 7. Except for those who surrender at the feet of the One, for whom there is no simile, it is tough to cure the mental ruse. 8. Except those who surrender at the feet of God, the ocean of morality, others will struggle to cross the ocean of desire. 9. The head that doesn't bow to God is similar to the organs that don't have the right senses. 10. Those who surrender at the feet of God will cross the great ocean of life, others won't. Chapter 2, Glory of Rain. 11. The world survives because of the rains, and therefore rain is known to be the nectar of immortality. 12. O rain! You not only create everything we eat, you are the indispensable food yourself. 13. If the skies fail to rain, the world, though surrounded by sea, will yet suffer of hunger. 14. If the monsoons fail, farmers won't till their lands to produce food. 15. It is the tormentor, it is the savior of the tormented. The rain is everything for us. 16. Unless drops of precious rain fall down, not even grass will sprout its head. 17. Even the vast ocean will start shrinking, if the clouds that took the water away from it don't pour it back. 18. Special offerings and daily rituals to gods will stop, if the skies dry up. 19. Charity and penance will both cease to exist in this world, if the clouds are not charitable. 20. World can't survive without water, on morality can't exist without rains. Chapter 3, Glory of those who have relinquished. 21. All books willingly conclude as the most excellent, the greatness of those with the right conduct who have given up attachment. 22. Trying to quantify the greatness of those who have overcome desire is like counting those who have died till now. 23. The greatness of those who have known the nature of both worlds, and have eschewed desire to live a righteous life, is most admirable in this world. 24. Using the anchors called resoluteness, one who controls the elephant named five senses, is sowing for future glory. 25. God, the King of Heavens, is an example of what the ability to conquer one's five senses can result in. 26. What separates the great from the ordinary is their ability to do the seemingly impossible. 27. One who has analyzed and conquered the urges of taste, sight, touch, sound and smell, will control this world. 28. The words of those glorious people, who control their minds completely, become the gospel. 29. Those who have scaled the mountain of morality will not allow their anger to last for a moment. 30. All, and only, those righteous people, who shower love on all living beings. 30. All, and only, those righteous people, who shower love on all living beings. Chapter 4, The Power of Righteousness. 31. Righteousness yields good reputation and wealth, is there anything more precious? 32. Rectitude is the most precious possession, there is nothing more pernicious than straying from it. 33. Keep doing the morally right things, in every possible manner, wherever you go. 34. True moral integrity lies in being flawless in your thoughts, everything else is loud and blatant posturing. 35. Righteousness is all about removing the four flaws: envy, desire, anger and harmful words. 36. Do the righteous deeds now without waiting for senility to set in, they will remain your permanent companions then. 37. One man lifting another on a palanquin, can't be justified as the fruit of any prior moral deeds. 38. Never let a day pass without a good deed, it makes this life fulfilling and the next unnecessary. 39. True joy blossoms only due to righteous deeds, all else cause unhappiness and disrepute. 40. A righteous deed deserves to be done, an evil deed ought to be avoided to protect oneself from infamy. Chapter 5, Family Life. 41. A good family person is one who supports all three relationships, parents, wife, children in a balanced and righteous manner. 42. A good family person also extends support to saints, poor and needy. 43. Teachers, God, guests, relatives and oneself. It is important to nurture all these five in addition to the family. 44. One who earns well but avoids the blame of hoarding wealth, by philanthropy, will lead a complete life with no complaints. 45. If love and virtue pervade the family life, they become characteristic and fruit of the family life. 46. The only way to live is to live righteously. If you set aside virtues, what more is there to gain? 47. One who leads a normal and intimate family life is far ahead of those who seek other priorities. 48. If one lives by the right virtues and assists others to do the same, such a family life is better than the penance of saints. 49. True virtue is to lead a harmonious family life, it is even better if it is beyond others' blame. 50. One who lives worldly life the way it ought to be lived will be treated on par with the gods inhabiting the heavens. Chapter 6, A Good Life Partner. 51. A spouse who possesses virtues required for the family and spends within the means is the ideal life partner. 52. If your spouse doesn't possess the virtues needed for married life, whatever else you possess in life is irrelevant. 53. If your spouse has the qualities suited for family life, what is it that you don't have? If not, what is it that you have? 54. If your spouse is strongly virtuous, can there be anything worthier than your spouse? 55. Rain will pour instantly at the order of a wife who prays not to God but to her husband. 56. A woman not only protects herself, but tirelessly takes care of her husband and preserves the family reputation. 57. Is it of any use to possess women by imposing physical barriers? A woman will remain virtuous only on her own volition. 58. If a woman gets a spouse with great character, she will enjoy the glory of heaven on earth. 59. Those who don't have respectable family lives will not be able to stride with a lion-like pride before their opponents. 60. A great harmonious married life is a boon, having good offspring adds luster to it. Chapter 7, The Boon of Children. 61. Other than having children who are wise enough to know what needs to be known, there is no other treasure that I value more. 62. No harm will befall one for even 7 births, if one gives birth to children who have irreproachable character. 63. One's children are defined as one's wealth, the wealth that children make will be through their own deeds. 64. The porridge stirred playfully with the tiny hands of one's children is sweeter than nectar. 65. The tender skin of one's children is joyous to touch, their sweet voices rapturous to hear. 66. Only those who don't listen to their baby's sweet babble will claim that a flute or lyre sounds melodious. 67. The duty of a father towards his children is to give them a head start in knowledge over the best of scholars. 68. All living creatures on this earth feel prouder when their children are smarter than themselves. 69. A mother feels more ecstatic to hear her son being praised as a noble scholar than when the son was born. 70. The duty of a son towards his father is to make others wonder what great deeds did the father do to deserve such a son. Chapter 8, Possessing Love. 71. Can there be a latch to lock in and hide love? It will reveal itself through tears when a loved one is in trouble. 72. Loveless people hold everything to themselves. Those who are filled with love bear even their bones for others. 73. Precious life is associated with the body since love is associated with the way of life. they say. 74. Love yields affection for all, which leads to invaluable friendships. 75. The honor for those who found joy in this world is the result of leading a life of love, it's said. 76. The ignorant think that love is needed only for righteous deeds, they know not that love is an ally for bravery too. 77. A life without love will be stung by the righteous conscience like a body without bones that is burnt by the sun. 78. A life without love in the heart is as futile as a dried up tree blossoming in a desert. 79. What useful things can external body parts do, if the heart is devoid of love? 80. Only a person who follows the path of love is in a state of living, else it is just a skeleton dressed with skin. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to world famous stuff reviews www.youtube.com/channel/usibsmilf go 6 book 1 Clark.